The most favorite tools for motion designer is motion tools. Today we will learn complete motion tool. With the help of motion tool, you can create multiple smooth animation. And here you can see it has a lot of functions: customizing keyframes, aligning the anchor point, creating bouncing animations, and much more. Download this motion tool from this website. After downloading this file, extract the file like this and copy the motion tool pro extension file. Go to C drive, program files, Adobe After Effects 2024, sport files, script folder, script UI panels, and paste it over here. So first of all, you need to enable this extension. Go to Window, Extension, and select this motion tools from here. So how to use this motion tool? And let's go to Shape, and first I will create a little bit shape. Press Ctrl Alt Home and press Ctrl Home to set this at the beginning. The first option in motion tool, here you can see this slider. So how to use this slider? This is a ease in option. How to use ease in option? First of all, select this shape, press P, add position keyframes, and then move your playhead at the beginning over here, and then press V selection tool and move this shape outside from the comp. And now you can see we have linear animation. Select all of these keyframes, press F9. If you press F9, you can make it easy ease graph like so. And let's go to graph editor, and here you can see we have easy ease graph. Okay, let's go back. By holding Ctrl, you can click on this keyframe. Let's go back. Now you can see we have this kind of graph. Now select this graph again. Now you can click on this option. This is a easy ease option. Click on it, and then you can move this slider. Okay, now you can see we have same easy ease option. Okay, the first method, you are pressing F9 and creating this kind of slider. Let's play. Start slow, center fast, and end slow animation. Okay, so you are pressing F9 and creating easy ease animation. Simple, just click on this option and move this slider. If you want more easy ease animation, you can increase the value of this slider. Okay, simply let's play. Start slow, middle fast, and end more slow animation. Okay, and again I will move it little bit more, around 82. Let's play. Here you can see start slow, middle fast, and end slow animation. But at every time when the object is the outside of the composition, we are using this kind of graph. First select this graph, click on this option, and we are using this kind of graph. Here you can see it will create start fast animation and end slow animation. Let's see. Start fast and end slow animation. Again, if you increase the value of easy ease, now you can see it is creating the easy ease in animation. Let's see. Start slow. It means at the start point you can create slow animation by clicking on this slider. Okay, here you can see. With this help you can create start slow animation. Let's go back. First I will move this keyframe at this point, and I will change the position of this like so. So here I will show you. Select this graph. Let's go back and select this graph, and I will decrease the value ease out from here. Okay, so now you have starting slow animation with the help of this slider. Now you can see you can create animation and end fast. Okay, if you want at the end fast animation, then you can use this easy ease out. Select this graph again and move it back and move it forward. Now you can see we have this kind of graph. Now you have fast animation at the starting and slow animation at the end. Okay, and how to use them? Let's go back and select these keyframes. The next option is this linear option. You can make it linear, and now we have just linear animation. Okay, by clicking on this option you can make it toggle hold like so. Now we have toggle hold animation. Again I will click on this, make them linear. The second method to make it toggle hold keyframes, you are going to graph editor, selecting these graphs, or you can click on this option, convert selected keyframes to hold. Now you have toggle hold keyframes. Let's go back. The next option is auto bezier. Select all of these keyframes. Let's go to graph editor. Now we have this kind of graph editor. Simply click on this option and now we have auto bezier graph. Select this graph again and move it back and move it forward. Now you can see we have this kind of graph. Now you have fast animation at the starting and slow animation at the end. Okay, and how to use them? Let's go back and select these keyframes. The next option is this linear option. You can make it linear and now we have just linear animation. Okay, by clicking on this option you can make it toggle hold like so. Now we have toggle hold animation. Again I will click on this, make them linear. The second method to make it toggle hold keyframes, you are going to graph editor, selecting these graphs, or you can click on this option, convert selected keyframes to hold. Now you have toggle hold keyframes. Let's go back. The next option is auto bezier. Select all of these keyframes. Let's go to graph editor. Now we have this kind of graph editor. Simply click on this option and now we have auto bezier graph. Just simple animation. Okay, let's go back. One thing more I want to important to. You can use this easy ease option when your object is inside of the comp. First select the keyframes and click on it and increase the value. As much the middle point will be fast. Okay, start slow, center fast. If you increase much more value, now you can see middle is so much fast and slow and start slow. Now you can see. The next option is the anchor point. What is the anchor point? In the middle of any shape, any images, any elements, you can see this kind of point. This is called the anchor point. First I will select this layer, press R and rotate. You can see this shape is rotating around this anchor point. You can set this anchor point at any point, at anywhere. The first simple method is select this anchor point option from here, then you can move it from here at any point. Now let's rotate it. You can see your shape is rotating around this anchor point. The next option, you can press Ctrl Alt Home key to set the anchor point in the middle of this comp. Again select the anchor point at anywhere. To move you can scale from that point like so. You can rotate and scale from that point. So by pressing Ctrl Alt Home you can set this anchor point in the middle of the shape. So now with the help of this motion tools you can set easily anchor point at any points. And here is the option. If you click on this option at this point, the anchor point will move at this point. Just click. Now you can see our anchor point is at this point. Now you can rotate it from here, scale it from here like so. Now you can move it at the middle like so, and you can see it is scaling around the anchor point and left side and corner. And the next is elastic and bounce effect. First select this layer and add a scale keyframes and move your playhead around 1 second backward and set its scale value around 10. So first I need to set this anchor point at the middle. Here you can see there is one problem. So how to set? Click on this point. Now our anchor point in the middle of this shape. So now let's play. Now you can see we have this kind of animation, but it's linear. Okay, we want to make it little bit more fancy and stylish. You need to select all of these keyframes, press F9, and now we have smooth animation and move it upside by holding shift. So now you can press and you can see we have this kind of animation. Select this ball and uncheck this stroke value from here, and you can see this there is no bounce effect. Select the keyframes and click on this option, and now you can see there is no bounce option. Select all of these keyframes, press F9 and set the one keyframes linear like so by holding Ctrl. Okay, so now you can see there is no bounce effect. So you need to increase the gravity value around 1, and you need to increase the amplitude value from here like so. And now let's play and watch. You can see we have little bit bounce, and again increase the amplitude value and jumps value from here. Now you can see we have much more bounce effect. You can decrease this height by decreasing the amplitude size from here. Okay, less. Okay, now we have less height of this and much more jumps, bouncing effect like so. And you can also decrease the 50.0 like so. and it will never come back. Now you can see, because we are finishing the gravity. Everyone know what is the gravity. Set the gravity 2 and again set the jumps around 5. Now let's play again. Now we have this kind of bounce rate. So this is how you can use this effect, use this expression to create a bounce effect like so. So next option is clone key. How to use the clone key? Simply select this tool and create one more shapes like so. Okay, and press P and position value and at the beginning move it down like so and press F9 for easy. So what it will do, you want to copy the multiple keyframes from the layers. So first method, you press Ctrl C, copy these keyframes, and where the playhead is, then press Ctrl V. You can see these keyframes are now copied, only just layers copied. I will press Ctrl Z. With the help of clone key, you can copy these keyframes, not layers. First select these keyframes, then click on clone. And now we have clone keyframes. Just move your playhead few frames forward and again select your desired keyframe and click clone. Now you can see in this way you can clone the keyframes and use them. So it's very easy tricks and very useful expression. Next option is sequence. How to use the sequence option? Simply select this shape layer and create the duplicates and then press Ctrl D, Ctrl and move them one by one like so. Okay, then select all of these keyframes and set the anchor point in the middle by clicking on this point. Then press P and add the position value and move this over here and change the Y value, move it upside. Press K, move one keyframes forward and down, decrease the value and move it little bit further down. Okay, now we have this kind of animation. You can see these boxes coming down at the same time, but we want little bit offset. So how to create the offset? It's very super simple. The first method, you can move these layers one by one like so, and you can create this kind of animation like so. Okay, the second method, first I will select all of these layers and click on this option. Now it will set your layers totally normal like this. Now what it will do, I want these layers 5 frames backward. So here I can create the offset of this layer by selecting all of these layers, and here I will type frames, how many frames I want offset of these layers. Then I will click on this option. Now you can see we have the offset of these layers. Again click on this option, you can create 5 frames more offset. Okay, then I will click on this option, and so how to move them forward? Simply click on this option and now you can see your layers moving 5 frames forward. You can click again over here and move them forward. And here is the step option. How many steps do you need? For example, select all of these layers, click on option and again move them over here. And which layer do you want move forward and backward? I want only second layers. Select all of these layers and just type here value 2 and click on this option. Here you can see your second layers only moving forward. You can click on this option, you can move it backward like so. Only last your layers is moving backward. Okay, select all of these layers, press Ctrl D and create some more duplicates. First select all of these layers. By clicking on this option, you can create random sequence. Okay, so next option is the null option. It controls all parent layers and all linked layers. Simply select all of this layer, then click on null option, and now you have master layer. By selecting this master layer, and now you can move all layers and shapes at the same time. So now again select this rectangle tool and create shapes like so. And now we have one shape, and by selecting this shape, then again click to one shape more. And you can see we have one more rectangle inside this shape and create one more rectangle like so. And now you can see we have 3 rectangles at the same times. Okay, what is the problem? Problem is this: if you are selecting this layer and you want to move them, first I will set the anchor point in the middle by clicking on this point. Okay, if you are moving, you can see all shape layers moving at the same time, but I want to move them one by one. So how to move them one by one? The first method, you are going inside every single shape layer and you are changing its scale and moving them like so. So the fast way how to separate them, simply select the layer, click on this explode option. Now you can move separately every single layer. Okay, by selecting this layer, if you hold down Alt, then click on this option. Now you can see we have original one safe. If I will go inside, and here you can see we have already, and it is creating 3 more shapes, and here you can see. Now you can move them separately one by one. Okay, select these shape layers and right click and pre-compose. And now we have this pre-compose layers. So how to unprecompose layer? Select this pre-compose layer and click on this option, unprecompose. And now we have again this unprecompose option. It is very useful expression. The next option is precomp, duplicate the selected comp. For example, I select all of these layers, right click and precompose. Okay, first I will go to project, and here you can see this layer. First select this layer, you can click on this option, you can duplicate this comp. Okay, you can also go to edit, and from here you can also press Ctrl D, and now you have one more duplicate comp. Okay, the next option is a color collection. How to use color collection? For example, first I will select this layer and unprecompose and delete this layer and also delete this one. And I will select this layer and I will extract all shapes from it. How to collect colors? So first I will select this and I will change its color into pink like so. And again I will select this layer and I will change its color into yellow type or orange type like so. What it will do, this collect colors option, simply select all of these layers, go to effects panel and make sure your all layers are selected, then click on option, and now you can see we have all colors. First I can change this pink color from here like so. Select the yellow one, you can also change its color from here. Next option is blue, and you can also change this one. So in this way you can collect the color, you can customize colors directly from your panel like so. And this is the loop in and loop out animation. So how to create loop in and loop out animation? First I will delete all of this layer, then I will go to shape and let's create one more shape and set the stroke none. Select this layer, press P and the position value and move it little bit backward like so. First select all of this layer and click on this option, loop in and loop out option. Now you can see we have this kind of loop in and loop out animation. By holding Alt, then click on this option, loop in loop out, and again play. Now you can see loop in loop out animation. So with this help you can create this kind of loop in loop out animations. So how to customize this motion tools? It's very easy. You can click on this icon and your cursor look like this, and now you can move them and you can rearrange all of these buttons like so. Okay, so it's very easy. And again click on this icon, you can reset them. And if you click on this option, setting option, so here how to use them? Simply you can increase the cell size of it along the x-axis. You can type it over 85 and like so. So it will increase the size, and y value you can increase it 70 like so. It will go down. Okay, you can also customize all of this. Then you need to click on this update option. Okay, it will update these settings over here, and here you can see this plus icons. If you click on this plus icon, you can add some more options over here. For example, I will click on it over, for example, this elastic option. You need to select this elastic legacy option and click add. Now you can see we have this elastic option over here, and again select the position trace option from here and again click add button. Now you have one more expression over here. And rolling shape, simply select this rolling shape, click add option, and you can select this slider, click add. Now you have lot of more options. Click update and let's go back, and now you can see you have a lot of more options. So next option is key copies. How you can copy the animation key and apply from one layer to another layer. Just select the keyframes and click copy. Then select the other keyframes and click paste. Now we have same animation expression, right? And the next option is color chain and stroke chain and the path chain. So how to use this? For example, I will delete this one. By selecting this layer, I will create some more shapes over here. For example, select this tool and I am creating this shape and I will change its color. For example, pink. And again I will create one more shape and I will change its color like this. And okay. And now I will change its color like so. First select your layer, then click on this option, right? Then you need to click on this color option. Okay. Now you can change your color at the same time like so. Okay. So next option is stroke. How you can change the stroke at the same time? Simply select your layer, then click on stroke, then click over here, right? Now you can change the stroke at the same time, but there is no value of color. Here you can see. So now click on color, now change the color. Now you can see at the same time you can change the color of your stroke. Okay, it's very cool feature. So next option is apply null to the path. So first I will create some points like this. Now we have 3 points. By selecting this layer, then click on this null. So in this way you can apply the nulls on every points. Okay, and you have the full control like so. Okay, and next option is slider. So first select this layer and click on the slider. By clicking on the slider, you have one effect. Here you can see this slider. By using this slider, you can trace the path. So it's very useful feature. So next feature is fixing keyframe timing. For example, I have this shape and here you can see you have the different timing between your keyframes. If you want make the same duration, just click on this option and it will fix the keyframe timing between all keyframes. So if you want to run After Effects more smoother and fast rendering, so please check out this video.